get started for tonight, we're going to cover a bunch of things. But the first thing I want to start off with is crop planting. So, as a gardener or as a farmer, a lot of times I get questions about, people not being successful in their efforts to grow things. And I think one of the more foundational pieces of understanding that folks have to have is that we live in a particular climate and things grow here at particular times of year better than they do others. So sometimes folks are planting things in our climate that don't grow well in this area, or they're planting those things at the wrong time and are expecting them to do well and they don't, and then they feel like they're bad growers, which is not necessarily the case. The plants grow themselves, they just need to be in the right place at the right time, okay? So crop planting, one of the tools, essential tools that you can use in order to plan your crops is the planting calendar. So there's a lot of different versions of this online. This is the old one from 2014, and I will promise you that climate change is real because a lot of this stuff is pushed forward a bit, you know what I mean? Or I should say pushed back a bit, because we can plant earlier now and grow stuff later in the year because of how the temperatures have changed here in Virginia. I think I saw something recently that we even changed a little bit in terms of our zone. So
they're saying people are changing up to 2 zones.
yeah, then I read that recently.
Yeah, it was just in the paper.
Yeah. So Virginia, Central Virginia is zoned 7B, okay? Which, in the scheme of what you can plant anything that's zoned as zone 7, but you can also, when it gets hot in the summer, you can do zone 6, maybe even zone 5, things that are more prone to more temperate climates, more warmer climates, can be grown here in our summers. But the planting calendars, the ones that are produced by Cooperative Extension, are the best. So the Virginia Cooperative Extension, these are agents, folks that are researchers. They're researching all the time what grows well, what grows when, and they put together a lot of different charts. But this is a great one because to me it's easy to read. You might find others that are better to read. On this particular planting calendar, of course, it lists all of the different types of crops. It might not get super specific in terms of type, but it gives you like a general idea. So everything from asparagus to kohlrabi. And then across the top, it gives you the months of the year. And it breaks it down into, kind of like 4 quarters, 2 quarters for February, 2 quarters. So like the top of February, middle of February, or the top of March, end of March. And then down the side, these are corresponding with the planting key. So if it says S, then it means you can direct sow those crops. That means you can take the seed out the pack, plant it in the ground during this time, and it'll grow. TP, so you get it. Follow the planting calendar. It's your friend. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna steer you wrong. This is tried and true tested research that people have been doing over the state of Virginia for generations, or at least since the since probably like the 1950s. So these people every season have been trying to see, okay, what grows best when in the state of Virginia. All right. Crop planting. So what I usually do is these journals that I've given you, I try to keep a record, you know what I'm saying, of what I'm planting when, and as I go through my seed catalog, right, while it's winter time, I'm buying my seeds, everything that I want to plant, I'm copying that stuff now, and then I'm going through my notebook, or I bought a planner this year, y'all. So I'm gonna use my planner to do my stuff, you know what I'm saying? I went and bought a little, with the garden on the front, with the leaves on it and everything. I was like, look, I can show you, like I got this. I'm doing a planner, man. That's what I'm gonna use these bad boys. My 2024 planner. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go. I'm trying to do it the right way. So I'm telling you to use something to keep track so that you can put inside of your planner, this is the date that I need to go be planting X. So that way, you already know what's coming for the week or for the month, you ready for it, you starting your seedlings, you know, a couple weeks before. So if you put down that you're gonna be planting tomatoes on, you know, April 15th, then you know you need at least 2-3 weeks for your seedlings to start. So you're gonna go back it up 3 weeks from April 15th, so like the end of March, or like mid-March, you're gonna start your tomato